cop shows get wrong about postal inspectors is they don't use them enough.
We have so many different functional areas. We're federal law enforcement.
There is protection that comes with a stamp.
The individual inspector has a lot of control over their own investigation.
You run your own case. You get to make all the decisions, tactical, evaluative.
We begin a case and we finish it.
One of the great things about being a postal inspector is the diversity of assignment.
It's always exciting. It's always something different.
It's a position in which we're given a lot of trust and a great deal of authority.
It's such a broad jurisdiction.
We have every type of investigation that a police department might have.
Narcotics,
Homicide cases,
child exploitation cases,
prohibited mailing,
robbery cases,
Burglaries,
bomb cases,
bioterrorism,
Deck washing cases,
identity theft.
When you start telling them bombs in the mail, anthrax in the mail,
And then the light bulb goes on and they get it.
I've worked countless child exploitation cases. The assignment is absolutely difficult. When you go to court, to look to the live child that you rescued from this predator and to tell them that he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail is the most rewarding things that you can get out of this assignment.
In the field, you have to do criminal investigations, whether it's counterfeiting, financial crimes, computer crimes. You still do protection in the field.
Our mission is to protect life. Station checks, responding to assaults.
As a program specialist, dealing with the security group.
Protecting the employees. It's vital to what we do.
Overall, working to make sure that we're able to mitigate risk.
Because to local police, they're just viewed as another citizen out there, another worker, and we have to give them a higher level of protection than they would get from even the local police. Well, no matter what it is, whether it's big or small, postal police officers are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
There are no better people to work with than other postal inspectors.
We are the best law enforcement agency.
We have a very good reputation in the law enforcement world.
When you go into a U.S. Attorney's office as an inspector, nothing feels better.
We present good information. We have good cases.
It's not uncommon for the U.S. Attorney's office to call and say, hey, we really like you to work this case.
We've earned that respect over a number of years.
Work ethic is second to none.
We don't stop until we resolve cases.
It's step by step.
I am Assistant Inspector in Charge Tom Noyes, Kansas City.
I am T. Lamont Green, Postal Inspector, Team Leader.
I am Postal Inspector Norma Longaza.
I am Bill Palisak, Postal Inspector.
I am Postal Inspector Dennis Bernal.
I am Postal Inspector Paul Thurd.
I am Vicki Green, Postal Inspector, Phoenix, Arizona.
I am Postal Inspector Kim Orlando, DMI. I'm on a fraud assignment. The investigations are like mental chess. The people that I'm dealing with tend to be more of the intelligent type.
and everyone's unique. It's like working a puzzle.
They're not your typical street thug.
You got to find a good way to prevent the crimes. Reach out to the financial industry, victim groups, other agencies.
So every time I clue into what they're doing or where they're hiding money, where they're hiding assets, and kind of beat them at that mental chess game.
When you can find that money that someone is getting from a crime and be able to seize that, that's even better.
We have a very focused mission. Rid the mails of this type of crime.
Crime is still out there. It's constantly evolving.
In working in a law enforcement career, you are the voice of the victim. There's victims out there, victims of crime, sometimes victims of a horrific and a violent crimes. We are their advocate.
When you're a victim, the person is anxious to find out who committed the crime and how can they get retribution.
Whatever the facts are, the facts are. There's steps that you take, and that's exactly how you work an investigation.
It takes dedication.
You got to be patient. You have to verify. You don't want to report bad information.
A good investigation does take a long time.
With patience, but with tenacity.
We are so focused on achieving the end goal.
We intercede and we investigate the case, identify those responsible, and bring them to justice.
It's our responsibility to follow up and to take action.
You got to be willing to help individuals at all times.
When you can help victims, you have a good feeling.
You actually have an ability to impact people's lives.
It's rewarding to see what we're accomplishing day in and day out.
Within the law enforcement community, we're very popular, and I haven't really met any agency or law enforcement or legal that hasn't been eager to work with us because they know the quality of work that we do.
We're a highly trusted government agency.
When there's a crisis, there is no better agency. There are no better men and women to step up to the plate.
We're the investigative and security function of the Postal Service.
We're a mini police agency all of our own.
And it's our job to protect the American public, and that's what we do.
So if I have a case that crosses state lines, wherever they are, we'll go get them.
We're good. You know, they call us the silent agency. I'd want to work for no other agency other than the inspection service.
Best job in federal law enforcement.
I'm Guy Cottrell, Chief Postal Inspector.
I am Program Manager Sujit Ray.
I am Captain David Butler, Postal Police Officer, San Francisco Division.
I am the Inspector in charge of the Fort Worth Division, Randall Till.
I am Intelligence Analyst Tammy Green.
I am Phil Bartlett, Postal Inspector.
Santanya Mahoney, General Analyst.
I am Greg Campbell, Deputy Chief Postal Inspector.
I'm Dave McGinnis, Postal Inspector.
I am Michael Richmond, Postal Inspector and Polygraph Examiner.
I'm Postal Police Officer Jerry Harrington.
I'm Postal Inspector Michael Carroll.
I'm Randy Mechanic, Deputy Chief Postal Inspector.
I am United States Postal Inspector Lisa Holman.
I am Debbie Plozensky, General Analyst.
I am Deputy Chief Sean Tiller.
I'm Inspector Pless, Revenue Investigations.
I'm Team Leader Gina Bond.
I'm Deputy Chief Inspector Terry Tome.
I am Inspector Andrea Avery, Anchorage, Alaska.
I am Dave Bowers, Postal Inspector.
I am Postal Police Officer Frankie Barbo, Houston, Texas.
I'm Postal Inspector Amanda McMurray.
I'm Matthew Boyden, Postal Inspector.
I'm Forensic Document Examiner Patricia Manzalillo.
I am Renee Foch, Public Information Officer, Los Angeles Division.
I'm Ray Moss, Postal Inspector.
I am Postal Inspector Rich Sheehan.
I am Tim Vasquez, Postal Inspector.
I am Postal Inspector Paul Kren, Phoenix Division.
I am EC Inspector Mona Hernandez.
I'm Postal Inspector Shannon Roloff, Portland, Oregon.
I'm United States Postal Inspector Jay Bonaskevich.
I'm Team Leader Postal Inspector Delaney De Leon.